Hey, real quick, it's my birthday. I just want to thank God for another year. I'm really, really blessed to have my life, to live such a blessed life, such a joyous life. So thank you, God. Also, thank you to my family and my friends for a great birthday and just all the support over the past year and the previous years. I'm just saying that though, I think for my video today, I'm just gonna do a quick reflection on 19, but also my hopes and my aspirations, my fears for 20. I said this for a minute now. When it comes to the age 20, it's not really a big deal. I don't think anything really necessarily changes from 19 to 20. Besides like your early 20s, I guess. But then my big fear with 20 is that 20 hopefully means you're gonna be 21, and 21 means you're gonna be 22, and 22 means you're gonna be 23. And 20 is like the first time I've ever actually feared becoming too old for certain goals and aspirations, right? I don't know whether it's because a lot of the media I've consumed has reflected younger ages or the people I've looked up to, or not even looked up to be honest, but like the people who I've seen do similar things to the stuff I want to do, um, were younger than I was right now. Um, for a good like a good amount of them at least. Um, I think that's my worry. Like that's like really the only worry I necessarily have for the age 20. Like I'm entering my junior year of college. So you can't really drop out of college and do a startup. I don't plan to, but like you can't really drop out of college if you're not in college. Like if you graduate, that's pretty much it. No more time. There's no longer time to drop off college unless you do a PhD, which that's something I'm considering. Um but I think when it comes to the counter argument or just the um with all of the insecurities I have, or insecurities in quotations, I guess the way I see it is like it's an insecurity like fades away in a couple seconds when I realize like what the truth of the matter is. I think the case here is that really it doesn't necessarily matter. I don't think any of the work I'm doing is necessarily something that is age restricted. The only thing that is age restricted is the willingness of other people to support you. Um, I think I think it is a good reminder for myself to just go that much faster, right? Like not to waste away my time. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy stuff. It doesn't mean I can't partake in certain activities. It just means that you know that time is a thing and you have to move faster than it. Um, but also, I think I was also thinking about like the whole idea of comparing 19 to 20, right? And I think the only way to really understand my how I want my 20s to be is to really understand how my 19 was to in reference to my 18th year. I think the way I like to say it is that with my 18th year of life, it was much more a realization of my desires for what I wanted to do, right? The stuff I want to work on. And then my 19th year was much more the execution of the said desires. I have noticed this, like even with 19, there was a lot of times where I wasn't the most motivated. I was bored. I was tired. I just wasn't in the mood. I'll still be doing the work. It was much more systematic. Um, versus 18. 18 was like, oh, I need the motivation. Like I always talk about systems, but like I need the motivation to do this or do that. Or I want to find the motivation to find the motivation to do another thing, right? So I think that's been really nice. I think with 20, I think it's just the maturing of that aspect of it as well, just making sure that I can execute with that just more power, execute faster, and just do stuff in a way that really gets more done in a short amount of time. I think I have good systems. I have good systems that allow me to make up for mistakes, right? Like I remember I had a meeting with a startup where we wanted to use the API. I wasn't even the most prepared, but like the systems I had in place, thank God. Um, like separate from the systems, but I think the systems I had in place allowed me to still be successful in that meeting personally. Um, but I think with 20, I can want to continue that. I want to continue the maturity of that. I also want to do much more. I want to go much deeper in the ventures I do currently have with Star Labs. I do want to see I want to see the progress of that on a larger scale. I want to see more research output for myself. I know in my previous video, I talked about my maturity my maturity as a researcher, and something I fear is I haven't really done anything groundbreaking per se. I think with my 20th year of life, I really want to push that. I really want to really set that flag. Like, hey, this is something I did that no other human being has done. And not because I did it, a bunch of other human beings can do it. Um, I think that's why I want to do my early 20s. Not even my early 20s. I want to do it my 20th year of life. So the clock is ticking. Um, Well, that's I think in terms of relationships, I think I can be a much better son, much better brother, much better friend. I think I'm much more like besides my outgoing personality, I'm much more reserved in that I don't say contact people as much as I should, right? Even a much better cousin as well. And I think I want to do better in not doing that, right? I want to be more active in my relationships, and really give people the care they deserve, right? Be more outgoing because there's no reason I can't. Like it's not really when something I realized for myself is that when it comes to time, and relationships, time never really is the issue. It's really just that I just don't feel like doing it, or it's like, oh dang shit, how do I even go about doing this? Like, is it awkward or whatever? What I realize is that a lot of stuff are awkward if you think about it. Like, if you actually think deeply about it, then you think deeply enough, it's not really that awkward because everything is awkward. So very little things are really awkward. Um, but nonetheless, I want to improve on that in my 20th year of life as well. Um, I also just want to be a better learner. I think I can do much more. I think I'm just not a disciplined learner. I'm a good learner because I realize when, with the amount of time I give myself to work on something or study something, I'm able to acquire concepts much faster than I think. I think I give myself credit for. So I definitely want to become a much more disciplined learner, so I can give myself more time to learn things and see the fruits of that. Um, what else is there? I don't know. I just want my 20s to be an exciting time as well. I think do more journeys. I want to travel a bit more. I think I'm much more reserved in like specific locations. Like if my life was a movie or a show, I think for the most part, the sets would be pretty people will be pretty familiar with the sets at this point. I think I really want to shake that up to a good degree. I definitely like familiarity, but I also want to explore more. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think there's more desires that I will find as I go about this 20th year of life, and I'm happy to explore that. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad because when I was making this video, like I can, this is just raw thoughts, but I forgot to say like deep in my relationship with God. But I also feel like that's a very implicit thing. At this point, I think it's been going very well. I think the next step for myself really is just to join like a Bible study group. 'Cause I think it's been very much personal. It's like, oh, you do my Bible study thing individually for like about what now, like a couple thousand days now. It's been like a very long time I've been doing this thing, not every day, but like for the most part. Um, very frequently. I think it's just to join a community. I think that's the next step for myself. So I definitely want to explore that. But I also think that comes with I think that comes with being more active in my relationships. I think that's the reason why I struggle to join like a Bible study community. Because like I found ones in College Park, but I'm just like, oh, do I really want to like, talk to people and all that? Um but yeah, I think that's it really. I'm excited. I think 20s are an exciting time. I'm excited to see all the cool stuff I get to do, all the cool people I get to meet, all the great work and support and help I get to give. Um, mhm. Besides that, though, I have so much more to say. But besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.